Can you hear us?
Nod your head. Can you hear us? Nod your head if you can hear me, because I can't hear you. More aggressively.
You can hear us.
Okay.
You can hear us, yes?
Fuck would you record this pod without someone who knows what they're doing near you?
We can't hear you. Change your audio to the MacBook
now
thing and see if that works.
Barstool Pick'em presented by DraftKings. We are live. It is week 8. How we doing, boys? How's everyone? Bosco, by the way, we should start because I know the Riders would get upset. Rico Bosco is 52.1% on the season right now. He had a phenomenal week. He stacked a couple weeks together. Bosco, you're on fire. You deserve all the credit. You're having a great year.
Staying hot.
Congrats. How you feeling?
Good. It's still early though, Dan. You know what I mean? You can't hit a November slull or November lull and then disappear. You got to stay hot. So
Yeah. Well, college basketball's coming up.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're worried about that.
Yeah. Dave, how you doing?
I did not have a good week last week. The Vanderbilt Commodores have cost me close to $500,000 in 2 weeks.
Oh, because you went with Kentucky last week.
I didn't touch them versus Alabama. Well, I did. I had a money line tease with Alabama in it. They just had to win the game, and then I live bet Alabama. I went huge, biggest bet of the week on Kentucky. Live bet Kentucky. So they've been handing me my lunch.
That's brutal. The being wrong twice on the same team, like opposite sides. Fuck.
Well, I no.
Oh,
I've
you've
been
gone against Vanderbilt twice. Yeah.
I've been on the wrong side of them, and they've shoved it up my face.
Yeah.
Pete the Beagle is barking.
Yeah. How's Pete the Beagle?
How's
Great.
the dog?
He's great.
Is he going to be for profit?
Pete the Four Beagle Prophet. Doubtful.
All Beagle Pete?
Yeah, all Beagle Pete. I don't know yet. I doubt it. But he's good. We just got to the house not too long ago. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
you
Beagles
hear-
bark.
Yeah,
I told you that. Stella's, when we did the blood test, Stella was like a quarter Beagle, and she barks. She likes to bark.
he was very quiet all the way up till about now, but him and Peaches are having a ball, so it's good.
Oh, good.
But there is a lot of barking going on.
What was the deal with Alvin the Beagle? There was a fake Beagle.
Yeah. Like people, I don't know how they knew what airport I was going to be at, but there were people showed up to see Peaches and a couple with a Beagle. So it's like, oh, but it didn't really look like Pete, but it was a Beagle. So that was a catfish.
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to get their Beagle adopted.
Yeah.
All right, so we got any, like, what's going on? I mean, how's Mets streams are going well, Rico? It feels like we're past
well.
last week. You've been there, attendance 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a prank or something. You guys are not giving me anything right now.
No. I got a couple of things on the Bama kid. Should the Bama kid have gone down on that touchdown?
Yes, he should have.
South Carolina had no timeouts.
Wait, now I'm confused because I have a couple other.
We fucked up bad the week before.
We did. Hand up. We fucked up bad. It was they should have, or it was smart for them to let him score because, well, now I can't even. Oh, there's so much football.
There's a field goal.
It was a field goal. That's right. It was
Yeah.
a field goal. It was a field goal. They were going to kick a field goal with no time left. The Bama game. Now I'm trying to remember him.
Kid catches the corner route. He's
That's
kind of
right.
taking his momentum into the end zone, but if he goes down, no timeouts, they run the clock out. As it turned out, South Carolina has a chance to win it. They end up throwing the pick.
Yes. And then the Bama kid came out of the end zone, which was also
Crazy.
but it also kind of made sense because it was like they didn't even have to take another snap, although taking another snap is just a kneel down.
Right.
I have something.
And then
Did you meet Matthew McConaughey, Dave?
Oh.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I know Matthew McConaughey.
you did a pizza review with him, right?
Did a pizza review, Tunnels to Towers, the 9/11 call-a-thon to raise money. So I've spoken with him a lot. I don't know him like Bree knows him, but I know him a lot.
Yeah.
Well, enough. Like when I saw him, he's like, "Hey, what's up, Dave?"
That was just like a quick link up.
Well,
like
no.
crossing
What happened
paths?
was No, so we went into the Red River Rivalry. I want to see it. I'm like in the middle of still getting Pete the Beagle going here, but now that raised something that really actually got me mad.
Oh, here we go.
So I went to the game. There was only one reason I went to the game. I wanted to see the Boomer Schooner run. It never ran.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because they never scored a touchdown.
I thought it ran at the beginning of the game no matter what.
Do you know what's crazy, Dave? This is
And
gonna
then
hurt
they're
you.
like, it's at a touchdown, which I still don't know how they do it because it looked blocked in, but they never scored.
Do you know what's crazy is I actually saw it on the way out. We were taking a golf cart out and we got stopped right in front of the entire Oklahoma band and the schooner.
Wow.
So I was sitting there waiting. The State Fair, New Jersey people, A+, like
Texas.
A++ accommodations. What'd I say?
To New Jersey.
Big Fair, New Jersey.
My
Yeah, are
brain's
you
off.
Noodle? Are you Noodle? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you
I am
sick?
Noodles. No, I know. It's just Peaches before Pete. She's been up. She's had gas issues and been up. It's been a thing. But back to the thing. State Fair of Texas. A+, like A+. They couldn't have been nicer, more accommodating. They took us into the game, put us on a golf cart, and like, where do you want to go? Sidelines up top. We pulled up right as McGonaghy was pulling up. So we just got out of the golf carts at the same time.
Got it. Yeah, the State Fair of Texas was awesome. Dave, I do not understand how you've gotten this far in life never having a corn dog. That was a shocking video. Shocking.
Corn dogs are kind of gross, man. I'm kind of
Oh,
on
what? That is wrong. Wrong, Bosco.
I
Better than a hot dog.
Yeah,
well,
they're
it was
incredible.
Actually it was actually clearly on video. You can't fake it. I was the most shocked guy in the room when a hot dog popped out of there. I thought I'd just eaten straight corn. I'm like, whoa, where'd that hot dog come from? And if you're not ready for a hot dog, it can fuck you up
Can get
mentally.
you.
Like
Yeah.
you can't really judge it.
But it's in the name.
I've talked about this after. There's nothing else that has, like, if it was a corn hot dog, I would have known.
But it's corn
a
dog.
hot dog was coming. But there's nothing else that's a dog. A devil dog doesn't have a hot dog in it.
Okay, that's a fair counterpoint, but still, that's like a treat. Like corn dog. What, you thought it was just cornmeal?
Yeah, I thought because it's shaped like a dog.
hot
Like
dog.
It's shaped like
yeah,
a hot dog.
Right.
Do you not like
With the-
cornbread, Rico?
I like cornbread.
What?
Do you like hot dogs?
I don't like them together.
Why?
I'm weird like that.
I
I'm a
don't think
picky
you've
eater.
had a
No,
corn
that's
dog.
crazy.
I don't
Same
think
as
you've
Bosco.
had a corn dog, Bosco.
No, I'm the same as Bosco. I would prefer. I
You
want
don't
a
even
hot
know what
dog
you're
on a hot
eating
dog.
until
Yeah.
halfway through.
Like I love pistachios, but I don't want pistachios in anything but pistachios.
Mini corn dogs? Mini corn dogs are the best.
No,
Just pop them in? Yes.
No, mini hot dogs are the best.
No, mini corn dogs are also the
No.
best.
I never had a hot dog, but a lot of Boston people in the comments like I never have either. Hank, I guess you're saying you did. Where do you have a corn dog, Hank?
I feel like everywhere.
Everywhere. They're
No, I never had
everywhere.
one.
They're everywhere.
I had no idea when
We
that,
used to
when
get
that
like
hot
the
dog reared
Walmart
its
or like
re-
the
Yeah, you could
Costco
buy-
stuff.
yeah, you could
Like
buy
have
frozen
it
ones.
in your
Never heard.
freezer.
Frozen
well,
ones.
You're just
corn dogs, mini
corn dogs from Walmart sound
Mi-
like that'll put you in the hospital.
mini corn dogs at Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, so
Oh,
good.
thanks.
I
Oh,
was
man.
absolutely stunned when the hot dog came out. I was like, wow.
It
No one told
shocked
me
you.
hot dog?
Even at like Canopy Lake Park, Six Flags.
Yeah,
No thanks.
listen, I would have put ketchup on it if I knew a hot dog was on it.
I like it straight. I just like a corn dog straight. But I love corn dogs. Pete the Beagle's really getting you going. Do you need to?
They're just sprinting around the house right now, which is great. Like I want Peaches to play. The Pete the Beagle just sprints.
Yeah,
Who's older?
How old
Oh,
is
Peaches. Apparently Pete is one.
Whoa.
Wow.
Pete?
They found him on the side of the highway.
Yeah, I watched some of the video. They said Pete gets the zoomies. That's going to be.
He's got the
interesting.
zoomies.
Yeah.
He's got the zoomies, and Peaches is gassed after like 2 seconds.
All right, so Mets streams are going well. Are you nervous about the Yankees?
Yes. Everyone keeps saying, I want a Subway Series. I want a Subway Series. I don't want a Subway Series because I hate the Yankees. I always root against the Yankees. So that means the Yankees winning. Now, at 2-0, I've like regressed a little bit because the series is probably done. But I didn't want the Yankees at all.
Okay, because it feels like it's destined for it, which I could not be more excited for. I just like I even had on the Yak today, we had Meek Phil on for a second because we had Clemmer and Tate with what everything's going on in the New York office. And Meek Phil was just like, yeah. I was like, Meek, I've been watching all your streams. They're awesome. He's like, yeah, they're real streams. We actually clap and get excited for pitches, unlike the Yankees stream. So it's like, it's going to get there. I know it's going to get there anyway, but it's already started.
Yeah. Be a packed cave.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do? I heard the Mets fans have a lot of real estate.
They do have a lot of real estate. They called in playoff Bob. Robbie Fox is in there.
Yeah.
So they're in, but it's
Security Mike and Pat will both be there if this is a series. They're on opposite sides of the spectrum.
And they are both diehard fans of their respective teams. Mike is Yankees, Pat is Mets. I've seen Mike.
It makes total sense.
I've seen Mike almost make Pat cry when he like makes fun of the Mets. Like it's his real, like in the car, no cameras on, he'll like bash the Mets and Pat will be like close to tears. So
yeah, it's tough.
they're a perfect duo for that.
I still have the scars from 2000. Brutal.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's been fun.
All right, we'll get back to the picks in a second. Let me tell you about our friends at Game Time. Football season is here, and we can't wait to get out to some games this fall with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I was looking at Nebraska, Indiana, at Indiana. The Barstool College Football Show will be there. 35-yard line, $155 tickets. So an amazing deal on Game Time Picks for $155 on the 35-yard line. Unbelievable seats. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen and browse for the best local Game Time Picks deals near you or your Game Time app homepage. What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those Nebraska at Indiana tickets today with Game Time Picks. Download the Game Time Pick app today and use code PICK'EM to easily score great deals with their new Game Time Picks. That's PICKEM. What time is it? Game time.
College football has been awesome. I think I don't know about you guys, but like that Oregon-Ohio State game, Ohio State, Ryan Day just can't. And now they're complaining. I don't know if it's Ryan Day's complaining, but they're going to change the 12-man rule.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
Well, that's when the Patriots used to beat you. When the Patriots used to beat you, they go try to change the rules after. They were just talking about it on the Manning Cast the other day, or when Vrabel would call a timeout. When you're blocking a field goal, but you can't do it to throw off the field goal kicker. Listen, Ohio State is exactly what I've said they are. They've played one game this season. They've lost it, and they've lost it in such an Ohio State fashion. This spectacular wide receiver, every offensive pass interference, huge call, and then the quarterback scrambles up the middle with 6 seconds. Ryan Day doesn't use the timeout. It's everything that you say about Ohio State is what you said. Now, people are telling me 4-2. Those people are really dummies. And we're doing a live show for the college football show. We'll be in Bloomington, so I don't get these rants because we don't talk necessarily like this in depth backwards when we're doing the college show. So I'll say it now and pick them. This is a freebie year for Michigan. Like, I want them to be great and go to the playoffs, and I root for them. As long as Ohio State doesn't, and even then, win the Big Ten and the national championship, then maybe they can nip at my coat, even though it doesn't matter as much because of the way Big Ten. But they have to at least do that to ever get Michigan fans to shut up. We could be 0-6, and I'd be talking shit right now.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys won the national title, so they have to win. They haven't won one in a while. That's how it goes.
The pressure is so cranked up on them with what happened to them last year and how much money they spent on this team.
Yeah, and that game was incredible. I know that people don't like the conference realignment, but that was just an awesome game. Awesome scene. And
well, they played even when there wasn't
conference they did,
realignment.
But now, the only complaint I have about, and I don't know how they'd be able to figure it out, but like Oregon and Ohio State played, they're probably going to be 1-2 at the end of the year in the Big Ten. So they're probably going to play again in Indianapolis. I weirdly I don't know how they'd figure it out, but like I would rather have it be the game in Indianapolis is like the 3-4 to decide who goes to the playoff. Like Oregon and Ohio State are already in. Oregon gets the bye because they beat them in the regular season, so those regular season games matter a little more. Again, I don't know. They still have something to play for because it'll be the bye, but like having those elimination games is what I live for, and we're going to get some coming up, like LSU and Texas A&M in a week is going to be an elimination game. Ole Miss, Georgia might be an elimination game. So I love the expanded playoff and where college football is going.
I mean, that's awesome. Expanded playoff is awesome.
Yeah. All right.
And they nailed it with the schedule too. You get that Saturday before Christmas, then you get New Year's, and then you get the Thursday, Friday leading into Wild Card Weekend, and then you get Martin Luther King. They nailed the schedule.
Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts about college football? Obviously, Travis Hunter got hurt. That he's going to be back, but
He's going to play. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to play. I texted Dion. I was like, "Is he okay?" Which I should have said more directly, like, "Is he going to play?" But he is going to play.
Yeah, I mean, your guy had 200 yards again.
It was at 2 a.m, Dave. Come on, you know how the voters. You know how these voters. They're all fucking. They're like the Mike Lupicas of the world.
I will say you have me indirectly checking his stats where I wouldn't have if you weren't pumping up. No, I'm checking Gigante's stats.
Genties, yeah.
Genty.
Yes.
Well, they're eye popping every single time.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
He's an absolute beast, and I want on the record. I know that I said it because I'm trying to do a media spin zone. I do think he's an incredible player, Genty, and what he's done is insane. My clip from the live show at State Fair of Texas had people really mad when I was like, he's playing against a bunch of bums. I mean, he's playing against good teams, and he's putting up insane numbers. And if you watch him, it's not like huge holes. He's breaking tackles, the way he moves. It's insane what he's doing.
I had no idea Illinois came back to beat Purdue. I saw Purdue. I'm going through the scores of last week just to be like, are we missing anything?
Illinois was Purdue, up huge at half.
Yeah, and Purdue took the lead with 20 seconds left.
Yes.
The announcer for that game, Eric Collins, might be the greatest college announcer going.
The Hornets announcer, yeah.
That game was unbelievable just because he was going nuts.
The Penn State game was an all-time game. All-time game.
What a comeback.
What a comeback.
What a comeback. What a play. Throwing that play to the kid who snapped it.
Tyler Warren had 17 catches for 240 yards. I mean, he was just an absolute monster. And it was like one of those narrative games where you thought it was going to be, James Franklin comes up short again, but then it just flipped to be like, Lincoln Riley can't do it. And the LSU game, I think you guys had Ole Miss, but that was game, and I haven't been great gambling, but that game, if you guys watched that game, it was exactly what I thought. Ole Miss was better, but it was just Death Valley at night magic, where LSU was not leading for the entirety of the game.
Yeah, I watched that.
That was it. It was just, you knew, like the entire second half, LSU couldn't do anything. It's like, but when they have to do something, something's going to happen, and they're going to get a big play.
Yeah, I got smart. I had a really horrible night. The Kentucky thing buried Mr. Ice. Started hot. He's put up a quick 3 in a row losses. He's awful. NFL.
Your parlays.
I mean, my
TDs.
TV parlays. How many? We may get 100,000 people betting that thing this week.
How about that?
I've hit it 3 times. I've hit it 11-1, 9-1, and 7-1. We're only in week 6 of the season. By the way, that had to cost DraftKings a shit ton of money.
Yeah, well, that whole weekend did that. I was saying it on Advisors earlier, Dave, that there's no worse feeling in gambling than I had a spectacular Sunday.
And then,
they're like,
win.
They're like, this is the worst Sunday for Vegas ever. And I'm like, God damn it. Of course that happened. But yeah, that was a crazy, the game was over. Like the Lions were up by 1 million. They weren't running anything. Then we get the perfect interception. You had stepped out of wherever you were. And
I was watching the game at dinner to see if he was going to score. And I think they kicked a field goal. They had one chance. Didn't score. I knew how many people. So I went out. I'm like, I'm sick. It's over. The Lions score 40 points and you don't get your best player in the end zone. And then you call. I know when you call. I'm like, oh my God, he scored. I didn't know how, but I knew when I saw it. So yeah, crazy.
It was
crazy.
Yeah, that saved that was a big part of my Sunday, my huge Sunday there too.
I'm such a greedy fuck. Last week I did 20 grand on it and won like 190. This week I only did 10. So my joy turned to like, you idiot, why didn't you bet the same amount right away? Still 110.
Yeah.
Nice pick.
Crazy.
You think, Rico?
Nice hit.
Jackie, do you have anything for Rico?
Sadly, nothing.
He's had a clean week.
He's had a clean week.
God damn it. Rico,
you got anything for Jackie?
Yeah.
It's hard to count to 3 sometimes, right, Jack? 3 people left in the contest.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about this, Steve?
Oh, I knew. No, I thought I saw Jerry and Hubs.
Yeah, but Jack made a mistake and advanced TJ an extra week, and it's partially TJ kind of was like he kind of knew he was out, but
Partially.
well, I mean
He knew.
you advanced him.
Well, there's 3 people who checked the sheet. So
Okay.
there's multiple people who fucked it up, but then like he
Yeah,
tweeted
you did that
his
to me
thing.
too. I just didn't do it the next week.
Hard to count to
So
3.
you
Honorable.
you put TJ through, and what happened?
And then
How'd
we
you find out?
we realized afterwards that he wasn't supposed to be in it, and so we axed him immediately.
But he made the pick.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
That's
That's Jack not counting to 3.
That's Mr. Big's high school volleyball. Ball went off my thumb, and they said, use honor code. Did it hit your thumb? I said, no. It
froze?
almost
All right, I wanna
was
make
the
sure it
end-
wasn't just
the
me.
ending of the friendship of
What were
all
you
my
gonna
friends
say
in high
about-
school.
Wait. Oh, you froze. But are we
You
on
froze.
Riverside or Zoom?
Huh?
Oh, Austin records it. You froze for a second. Say it again.
Yeah, I've told this story. Mr. Big's volleyball, high school. There was this big volleyball tournament that our high school had, and half my friends were on one team, half were on the other. We're the 2 best teams in school. Super heated. Games come down. I go up for a block. Ball goes off my thumb, goes like 30 rows into the bleachers, and they called it out on the team that hitting it. My friends went crazy, like it's off his thumb. And Mr. Butler, the ref, shop teacher, he's like, honor code. Did it go off your thumb? I'm like, no way. It's not my game to play the game and be the ref.
Yeah.
Like if they put you through, you're through.
Okay, so justice for TJ. Jack can't count to 3.
Yeah, I absolutely. Listen, my job is to make the picks, not to score the picks. Like put it this way, if you did this in DraftKings, would you call up DraftKings and be like,
No.
hey, exactly. So why would you do it here?
There you go.
What's crazy too is Jack can't count to 3, but he went and saw John Summit 4 times last
That's
weekend.
fucking fake news.
Yeah.
Don't label me right now.
Pretty crazy. He went every single
you-
night.
Did you see him multiple times, Jack?
I sadly did go twice.
That's unbelievable.
2 different shows though. 2 different shows.
Yeah.
What do you mean 2 different shows?
DJ's
Well,
live
you're just
sound
gonna make
different.
fun of me, but one of them was like a pop up that was at like a different place. Then he did one at like a real concert venue.
He would have gone another night too. If
That's not true, man.
he was, it's tough to not sleep for 2 nights in a row. So he had to go to bed after that. Dave.
I got Taylor Swift this weekend.
Yeah. What
Nice.
what ended up happening? Are you going Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay, so it worked out.
So it moved. So yeah, because Friday, I don't even know how I would have done it with the football show. So yeah, Saturday night, excited.
Love it. So what we were talking about, by the way, Stool Viver with the DraftKings. It's the contest we started at the beginning of the year where everyone had to pick 1 touchdown scorer, and then if you get it right, you advance the next week. So now we're down to Hubs and Jerry. Dave, we were talking about this. So Hubs is flying out here on Sunday. The winner gets $50,000 free bet.
Yeah, it's a huge prize.
Huge prize. Once it's over, we're restarting it, I believe. So they're
Oh, really?
I think so. Jack said that.
25K though.
25K. So everyone's back in, and we
That's still
restart
a
it.
shit ton.
Yeah. So, but Dave, because we're flying Hubs out, and they Jerry, he's trying to figure out a way to.
Oh, I want Hubs to win just strictly because I don't want to deal with Jerry's free bet and explaining to DraftKings how Jerry's trying to screw him, bang him for like 250.
Yeah. So I was thinking, so Hub's going to be here. They both independently, I'm not trying to influence anyone's picks. I told them that they got to pick whoever they wanted to pick. But independently, I've talked to both of them, and they both are thinking about taking a guy in the first slate of games, the noon slate and Central Time. I was saying that if both of them win or both of them lose, we should just go to the afternoon slate and let everyone can be picked. So it's like doesn't matter, so that we get a
Yeah, I
winner
like
on
that.
Sunday. And then if they tie again, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because like it's
100%.
even. You're right, and we'll flip
Yeah,
a coin to see
100%.
who gets to pick
100%.
first. Yeah,
100%.
Okay, good. Because Jerry was like, "Oh, well, I have Derrick Henry left, and he doesn't." But it's like you can list a million guys that each of them have left. But so that will be the stream on Sunday. It's gonna be great. One of them is gonna win $50K, and if it goes
$50K free bet.
$50K free bet, if it goes all the way, if say they tie all the way through Sunday Night Football, we'll keep Hubs here, and there's 2 games on Monday night. So we'll just do it again because then we
I
can
like that.
restart it with the
They
whole
should be
company.
talking to me. I picked 8 straight touchdown guys. 8.
Who do you like?
On Monday night, I hit 2 in a row. That Monday night jacket giveaway. I was like, I'm not going to bet it, but if I'm giving 2, it would be Josh Allen and Garrett Wilson. First quarter again, bang bang.
Christ.
Damn.
I'm
Who
just
do you like
right
Sunday?
off to touch them. The lines last time I looked, which was yesterday, haven't come out. There's a couple of marinating in my head.
Give us one that you're marinating. This isn't an official pick.
Stephon Diggs.
Ooh. It's the Texans going up to Green Bay.
Marinating on Stephon Diggs. No Nico Collins. I'm marinating on it.
Okay, so not an official pick, but marinating.
No, you'll see it. It'll be up there.
Yep.
All right, let's do the games. Like I said, Rico's in first place at 52.1%. I'm at 49. Dave's at 48.7. The Bob Diaco standings. Ebo is at 5-2. Rico 4-3. A bunch of people below that. I'm at 1-6. I cannot win Immortal to save my life. Did you guys see how I lost it this week? The Georgia Tech UNC game.
But I heard it was bad. What happened?
So UNC was a 5.5-point dog. They had the ball. They were down 3 with, I don't know, a minute left. They got all the way to the red zone. I was like, don't go to overtime. Don't go to overtime. They kick a field goal. So it's now tie game with 20 seconds left. Like, all right, fuck it. We're going to overtime. As long as we go first, we should be able to cover 5.5. Georgia Tech ripped off a 70-yard run with like 15 seconds left, just trying to run out the clock. Just ran it right up the middle. It was so simple.
That's kind of like what happened in the Bengals not that long, but the Monday night game.
Yeah, I had the Bengals there on Sunday night. Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do the 5 games. Good card this week. Brought to you by DraftKings. This week, DraftKings has a college football parlay profit boost. All you have to do is head to the app, opt into the Barstool Boost, and make your bet. So head to the app now and claim this week's offer with DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, boys, good card this week. Another loaded one. Let me pull up my notes. I wrote down for the first game. Wait, where are my notes? All right. Miami at Louisville. Miami's been flirting with disaster. They're off a bye. Louisville +5. Over-under is 61. Rico, I'll start with you.
I like Louisville, and I like the over. I think Miami's not going to get through this thing unscathed. Louisville's going to be bumping. I was high on Louisville coming into the season. I like Louisville. I like some points to be scored. I like the over. Okay. Louisville and the over. I like Louisville on the field.
You like what?
I like Louisville on the field. I think Louisville wins the game outright.
I've never heard that phrasing. Outright.
On the field?
They're on the field.
You like them on the field?
I used to listen to some guys who said that. I tried to make it my own thing, so I said on the field.
So you stole somebody
else's
else's
to steal
saying.
it. Yeah, it's a good. I kind of like it though. I like them on the field.
Did you use it the right way?
If you think about it, yeah, because I like them at the window or I like them with the points. That involves Vegas. I like them on the field means they can.
Oh,
really
yeah,
make
that
sense.
makes sense. Okay. Yeah. No, you explained it.
I mean, it's not your saying, but it makes sense.
Right? Yeah.
Whose saying is it?
I think Steve said it a few times. I like it.
You stole Stanford Steve saying?
I've heard him say it. Him and the Bear. They used to say it back in the day. I like the saying. They went on the field.
Steve's saying?
They like it on the field.
Oh,
it's an homage.
Come on, Rico.
Well, it's not really an homage. It's not really an homage.
No, because if we didn't say anything, we would have been like, oh shit, nice new saying.
It does make sense that for one of the few times you and I were both like, oh, that actually makes sense. It works. It's not his.
It's not his. Yeah, it's someone else's. Hello? Hey, you're on Pick'em real quick. Rico just tried. Do you say like the Louisville-Miami game, Louisville's +5, would you say you like Louisville on the field, meaning like you like them to win the game?
You just hung up on me.
No, I didn't. I'm here.
All right, repeat it.
All right, so Louisville-Miami. Louisville's +5.
I think Bear might have said it.
Yep.
You or Bear might have said, like, I like Louisville on the field, meaning you just like them to win the game.
Yep.
Yeah, Rico just tried to steal that saying and pawn it
It's
off
homage.
as his own on Pick'em.
He's saying it's an homage.
He's saying it's homage, but he only is saying it's an homage because Dave and I called him out on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so I just want to let you know.
Rico doesn't steal though, does he?
Yeah.
No.
Listen, you got to watch everything when he's around.
I know.
Yeah. Has he been stealing your picks?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he probably has. How have you been doing this season?
Pretty good, bud.
Okay.
14-4, and then we went 0-3 last week. 14-7.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's still profit. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Good luck, guys.
All right, see ya.
Thanks.
Did you see Saban just obliterate Stanford Steve the other week?
No.
So Steve told me, I was talking to him. Saban obviously is on game day now. Steve is on there too, and they were at Cal for the Cal Miami game, and they were just having. He said he had like maybe a 5-minute talk with Nick Saban the night before, talking about Cal, Stanford, all that stuff. And Steve had just mentioned that like his girlfriend in college went to Cal, and on game day, Steve was like bashing Cal. And Saban just goes, if you hate Cal so much, why did your girlfriend go here? Like, he just fucking dunked on him. Saban's been good. He's good. He's funny. I also think Alabama fans probably miss him so much. All right, Dave, Miami, Louisville.
Louisville. Miami seems like they've been playing with fire. They've escaped the fire. Maybe it's so obvious to think Louisville, but I'm gonna take the points here.
Okay. I'm gonna ride the hot hand with Rico, and I'll take Louisville +5 and the over. So, and I like Louisville on the field, I guess too. Yeah. All right, next game will be at Nebraska at Indiana. So we got a great location this year for anyone who's listening who goes to Indiana. We'll be there. Shows at 10:30 local time. Come on out. It's gonna be great, right by the stadium.
I'm debating Rico. I don't know if going to Hoosier Mania, which I guess is the night before.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's Midnight Madness, basically. That sounds like a cool thing. Have you ever been to Assembly?
No, that's why I want to go.
You go for a player. A game is different, but
player reached out, was like, if you want to come, we'll set you up for it. So I may check it out because I got to fly in the night before.
Have you been to Assembly, Rico?
Yes. We went when they played St. John's.
Were you wearing Indiana gear?
Yeah.
Love that.
Is that when you were asking for the tickets?
No, that was Michigan.
Yeah. All right, this game. I'll start.
That was right before I went to Mental Breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the Jersey Mike's video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was
they did the post game Wisconsin Rutgers outside the Jersey Mike's Center. Yeah. That was
just like a brick wall.
That was tough. All right, I'll start. So Nebraska's 6.5-point dogs, over under is 51. Indiana is good. Indiana has also not played anyone, which I don't think that's offensive to say. They just haven't. But I do think they're good. I'm going to take the under, though. I'm going to take under 51 in this game. I think Nebraska's offense has looked clunky, especially Raiola. That game he played against Rutgers was not good. Their defense is legit. They'll be the toughest defense that Indiana's played. I think Indiana's probably going to win, but I'm going to take the under 51. Dave.
To me, they're begging you to take Nebraska.
Yeah.
Will reached out. He's like, this is crazy. We're getting 6.5, but he obviously has Cornhusker tinted glasses. But I do think it's a lot. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to take Nebraska points. I think this game's fourth quarter game.
Okay. Rico?
Same, yeah. I agree with you, Dan. It's going to be a little ugly with that under. That means I like the underdog. I like Nebraska plus the 6.5.
Okay.
All right, we'll get back to the picks. Let me tell you about our friends at Roback. It's safe to say we'd bet on these guys any day of the week because we absolutely love their gear. It's college football season and Roback is ready. Fresh off their collegiately licensed drop, there are custom-designed polos, hoodies, and Q-zips for some of your favorite schools. Roback's performance polos are the only polos we wear. We don't wear polos that often, but when we do, it's always Roback. They have the most comfortable fabric and the best fit. It's that simple. Roback's performance hoodies are the best piece of clothing we own. We can't emphasize how soft these are. With great stretch and still breathable, they're simply the best hoodies out there. Odds are you'll see us during football season, and you will see us in a Roback hoodie. With it being football season, there is not a better short for game day than Roback's everyday shorts. Whether you're going to the game or watching at home, these shorts look nice enough to wear with a polo, but have the comfort of an active short with an elastic waistband. There's a reason why college football's biggest names are all wearing Roback. Between Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe, and Caleb Downs, Roback is all over the best college football players. So use code PICK, P-I-C-K, on Roback.com for a generous 20% off your first purchase through the end of the week. That's RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all polos, hoodies, and shorts with code PICK.
Next game, Alabama, Tennessee. Great game. Alabama -3 over.
What happened in Tennessee?
Offenses are brutal.
It's so bad. It's tough
They
to
went
watch.
from like, maybe put them on a national championship flyer, 16-1 or whatever at the time, to falling off the table. The quarterback, people were giving this kid the Heisman consideration. What happened to this team?
Yeah, it's bad. They barely squeaked by Florida. Billy Napier.
I had them in that game too.
Yeah. Rico, I'll start with you. Alabama's not looked good either. Alabama, you thought they would kill South Carolina, and they barely
I had
survived.
Alabama. I was just naming losses.
Yeah.
I like Bama. I like Bama here.
Yeah?
Tennessee's offense worries me. I like Bama.
Okay. Dave?
I'm taking Tennessee just because they're at home. I don't like either team. Both teams are fucking with me, but I'll take the home team.
I hate taking 2 unders in a row, but I do.
And that Bama defense is just bad.
Yeah, that's what scares me. The Bama defense is bad. The Tennessee defense is good. I'll take Tennessee too. I'll stay away from the over-under because this is a game you don't really want to have the under in. You want chaos. You want to be able to sit back and watch it. I'll take Tennessee +3. Dave, your game next, Michigan at Illinois. Michigan -3, over-unders 43.5. Michigan off a bye week. I'm taking Michigan in this game off the bye week. I think, especially now that they learned the forward pass exists, I think
that'll help. Tuttle.
Yep.
He has the full practice week, all the starter snaps. I like Michigan. Illinois, major regression last week versus Purdue, even though they won the game. I'm gonna take Michigan at 5-2. Just kind of lurking around, like hanging around. 2 losses. They still got what? Ohio. Do we have Oregon?
You have Oregon at Oregon. You have Illinois this week. Michigan State at home. Oh, sorry. You have Oregon at home. So that's good. At Indiana, Northwestern, at Ohio State.
It's a tough schedule, but three losses could get you, if you pick off in Oregon or Ohio State, 3 losses could get you in.
You'd be considered.
Yeah.
So, but I like them this week.
All right, Rico?
Under. I think it's going to be ugly. I like Michigan's defense. I'm going to take the under.
Okay. Although Illinois' offense, Altmaier's, he's throwing the ball
not bad.
around. Yeah. All right. Last game, Georgia at Texas. Texas -4, over-unders 56. Boys, I'm thinking about doing a game of the year.
Oh, wow.
Which way? Up or down?
It's gotta be up. It's gotta be up, I think.
It's up. I think Texas might kill him. I think Texas is really, really fucking good. And I think Georgia's secondary, you can throw on them. We saw Alabama do that. I think Texas defense is going to get the pass rush going. And Carson Beck, I just don't. I understand he's going to be a high draft pick, but when he gets moved around, it's like shit kind of falls apart. I just think Texas, like Dave, we said it, the Texas-Oklahoma game, I was like, it's going to be this easy. It was that easy. They're really, really fucking good.
You love Georgia game of the years.
I do.
Yeah.
So I'm not. It's officially not a game of the year yet. It's going to be
All right.
It's going to be a feel it out. But I did win my nuclear whale play. I did win my Georgia Alabama over, which was redemption. So I'm at least loading up for one eventually. I don't know if it's going to be the one, but I do love Texas in this game -4.
If you're leaning that way, I'll ride the hole with you, Dan. Horns up.
Wow. What was your going to be your pick otherwise?
I really was leaning Georgia, but I'm going to jump in the hole with you.
Yeah, I just think it's a reputation. Like Georgia's gonna be, people are gonna see Georgia +4 and they're gonna say, "Oh shit, free
That's
money."
what I did. That's what I did. And you flipped me too, so I'll take Texas. But I did exactly what you said. I was like, "Oh, I'm getting 4 or 5 points at Georgia. How can you not take it?" But Texas has looked incredible. I was there. Great game, by the way, to be in. I think I'm an Oklahoma guy. I've decided, even though they got obliterated. Like if I had to root for a team beyond Michigan, I think it would be Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I like everything about their fans, their colors.
Switzer, the Boz.
Yeah, the schooner. I like all of it. So they stink, but I'm going to take Texas.
And I would say, like, I had this circled, in September. I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be a great time to go against Texas," because I thought after Red River shootout and all that stuff. But the way that game went, there was no emotional energy spent by Texas. That was not a game where it's like, that wasn't a huge, crazy win letdown spot. They just systematically Oklahoma was never even close to competing with Texas.
Yeah. And you get a feeling Texas, the Michigan game, Texas, that game, if they wanted to win by 60, they could have.
Right. And Georgia was struggling with Mississippi State.
Yeah, they were.
Like, that was crazy. Georgia has, and now it's not like the Georgia
struggle with Kentucky.
Yeah, in the Georgia Kentucky game, I was like, all right, Georgia always has one of these years. Like, they struggle with Kentucky, but now that it's happened a couple times, it doesn't feel like it's the one-off. It feels like this might be what Georgia is. They're just a little bit less than what peak Georgia is.
They really fucked me with that Kentucky game, because it's one of those games we always talk about. You start making judgments on teams, and it's a trickle down effect. And then Kentucky, they lose by 1 to Georgia. I think they beat somebody after they had, and then is rolling into Vanderbilt, Alabama. And next thing I know, I'm down 250 dimes.
Yeah, it's brutal. But the TD parlays,
got to keep hitting.
Yeah.
Got to keep hitting them. The stock market's down. The gambling's going to be up. The straight picks are down. Parlay's going to start hitting. That's just how it works. Mr. Ice can't pick his nose. Got to get hot in the horses.
Mr. Ice is I'm like dreading the text now because I have to take it.
Oh, started 2-0. Incredible first win. Hasn't even been close the last 3.
No, that was a sad one last night. I was watching
a
lot of that game, and it was sad.
Awful.
And I need a pick tonight. Like, he's got to give me a pick tonight because I'm pot committed. Like, you just got to ride it.
It's been tough.
Okay, we'll get back to the games in a second. Let me tell you about Amazon. Thursday Night Football is on, and it's only on Prime Video. This Thursday, it's Sean Payton homecoming as his Denver Broncos take on his former team, the New Orleans Saints. Join Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, and Kaylee Hartung for a game you don't want to miss. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party. Thursday Night Football tonight, live from New Orleans. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial, and you can cancel at any time. It's the Broncos at the Saints at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday Night Football, and it's on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
Rico, you want to do your card?
Yeah, sure. Nebraska. Jack, these lines may have moved from the morning, so just give me whatever it's at. Nebraska plus 6.5. I think Arizona State's up to 5 against Cincy. That's another team I like on the field. I think Arizona State can win that.
Quarterback's out.
New Mexico.
Quarterback's out.
For Arizona State?
Correct. I just want to let you know.
All right.
The quarterback's out. Does that matter? I think I think the quarterback, I think the backup is the kid from Georgia Tech from a few years ago. Jeff Sims, is that right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Was he Georgia Tech's quarterback, I want to say?
Nebraska.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was ruled out.
Yeah, he was ruled out.
All right, we don't like
Rico,
that.
that's you're not paying attention to the guys in the DMs?
You got the same DM?
We're on the same DMs. I bet the under.
Oh.
It's the game that I bet the under. I can't give it out now because it's already dropped, but I bet the under 52 because we knew the quarterback was going to be out.
I haven't been paying attention to that.
You know,
I got another DM.
You want to be on the DM, Dave? We can put you in the DM.
Let me put it this way: if you bet it at what?
The total. I just bet the total. I didn't bet either side.
And what was it at?
It was at 52. I think it went down to 50 or 49.5.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I can get you in there.
I like inside information.
There's a lot of noise in there, though. It's like a lot of conversation. So
keeps going. A lot of combos.
I'll start sending you, Dave. When I see something interesting, I'll let you know. But let me see what it's.
So
it's down to 4. It's down to 49, and it's in Arizona State's up to 6.
Okay.
But I will start. Yeah, Dave. I'll start letting you know.
Yeah, that information I like. That's for sure.
Yeah. So no ASU or yes ASU?
No ASU.
Okay.
Cross that off. New Mexico -2 against Utah State. I like New Mexico to score. Both those teams are awful, but New Mexico did it for me either last week or 2 weeks ago against Air Force. JMU -9.5 against Georgia Southern. They're a wagon. K-State -3 against West Virginia. They thrive in these little spreads. I like K-State. I like Kentucky against Florida -1. I'm just anti on this Florida team. I'm going against this Florida team, and I'll save my mortal.
I'd like research on the down the road. We don't have to do it now, but it sounds like a Rico stat. They thrive in these small spreads. Kansas State.
Chris Kleiman is one of the best against the spread since he's been at Kansas State, and most of the time it's these little ass spreads in conference. I'll pull it up. We'll try to pull it up.
Here's the what was the okay. Here's in your defense, Rico. It has nothing to do with the small spreads line, but Neil Brown, the West Virginia head coach, said afterwards, West Virginia's Neil Brown offers plea for fan support. What would I say is, did they have a good time? So
I had West Virginia. I had them in that game. They were up, I think, 10-0.
Yeah.
9-12 from Barstool Gambling. Kansas State is 30-15-1 against the spread versus conference opponents under Chris Kleiman. That's the best conference ATS record in college football over that span.
Well, that doesn't say anything about what you said.
Conference games are close spreads. No,
Serenity now.
There's been some close spreads in that. I look at Kansas State every week. I love Bill Snyder. I love Chris Kleiman. He's the best against the spread. These spreads are low in the conference. I think he's going to do okay. I'll take him to -3.
Is Bill Snyder still alive?
Oh, yeah. I met him last year.
Oh.
He'll be in the basement. I'll put a picture of him.
Okay.
How was that meeting?
It was good. I just said you won me a shitload of money against Kansas, and he just smiled.
Love that. Did you hear about the big meeting that's happening tomorrow night, or I guess tonight as people listen to this, Dave?
No.
Mincy came into my office on Tuesday morning. He just came back from Ole Miss, LSU Saturday night, and then he went to the Saints on Sunday, and he said, hey, listen, I know like streams come first. We're obviously Thursday night is going to be a Mets stream, so we're not going to stream football here in our office. But he's like, I know streams are important, but Sean Payton's daughter said that I can meet Sean Payton for like 90 seconds before the game. I was like, Mincy, you got to go. You got to go. He's going to, I mean, Sean Payton's going to be so pumped before he coaches for the first time back in the Dome to meet Ben Mintz for 90 seconds. He's got to go.
Maybe he'll make him a brick watch man.
He should. All right, I'll tell him that. I'll tell him that he's got to do that.
Open this, where sport coaches open it and have a bunch of brick watches hanging there.
There you go, coach. Okay, Dave, your card.
I got BYU -9.5 against Oklahoma State at home. BYU is killing everybody. I don't know where I was that they got a Jew at playing quarterback. To me, that may just be Jewish. BY Jew. That is, I DM the guy. I go, we got to start selling these BY Jew t-shirts. He's like, absolutely. How the hell? He's a very good player. How does a Jew quarterback end up at BYU?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's 3
of
students.
all the schools in all the
like
world.
Super religious?
Yeah, there's 3 Jewish students total at BYU.
BYU. He's got pictures with guys with yarmulkes and shit. He's wearing. Look at his profile is literally BYU with the Star of David.
Did you see Gundy?
It's crazy.
In the bye week, Dave, Gundy got headbutted by one of his cows. So he's got like a black eye.
Only Jewish starting quarterback in FBS.
And he's at BYU.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's the nickname perfect. I could get on the merch. He said yes, BYU. And with everything going, it's like we'd probably sell a lot. I'd give it to him. I took Nebraska plus the points versus Indiana. Rutgers -4.5 at home. UCLA. This is my crisscross the country thing, which is still doing pretty good. This is a noon kickoff.
Yeah.
So it's a 9 a.m. kickoff for UCLA in the State College of New Jersey. Give me Rutgers. Northwestern +7 at home against Wisconsin. I think Northwestern turned a page last week. They killed Maryland.
What about Wisconsin?
I think it'll be an okay game. Who'd Wisconsin beat?
They beat Rutgers like 42-7.
Yeah. Well,
they beat. Listen, I don't think Wisconsin is all of a sudden a great team, but we found the floor, and it's nice to know that the floor will always be above Rutgers and Purdue. because we fucking smash both of them. Northwestern's always a tricky spot. They're playing at a fucking like a soccer field, so it's not a real stadium this year. So it's gonna be a sleepy spot. I don't hate it.
Louisville +5 at home, Miami. Michigan -3.5 at Illinois. Tennessee +3 at home against Bama. Colorado +3 on the road at AZ. I think they bounce back. USC traveling after a brutal loss. They are playing Maryland. I'm going to take Maryland +7 at home. Again, East Coast, West Coast, Pac-12, Pac-10 thing. The over in Texas Tech Baylor, 55.5. Arkansas at home, +2.5. Beats LSU coming off that emotional win. I took Texas because of Dan. Iowa, -5.5 at Michigan State. I think Iowa's much better. And I got Florida at home, +1.5 against Kentucky.
Okay. I have right now what I said on the main card, and then Florida State +3 at Duke. Memphis, North Texas over 67, and Tulsa +3 at Temple. That's what I have so far. I'm not going to make Memphis, North Texas over 67 is going to be my mortal. I can't make Texas my mortal because I can't win a mortal, so I'm going to decide whether Texas becomes a game of the year on Saturday. But if I make them my mortal right now, it's guaranteed loss. So I'm going to not do that. So North Texas.
Though.
No, I've lost mortals in the most horrific fashion. Every which way. Memphis, North Texas over 67 is my mortal. Hank, you go with your mortal.
I'm going with the Dukes, JMU, -9.5.
Okay. Zupi.
I'm going Mizzou, -4 at home against Auburn.
Okay.
That's mine as well. It's a great pick. Mizzou -4.5.
What's your reasoning, Rico?
I just ride the hot hand. I don't think Auburn's very good.
Okay. Jack.
Michigan.
Michigan -3.
Oh.
Ebo.
Tennessee +3.
Okay. I already have that on my card. Ebo's leading the Bob Diaco standings 5-2. Dave, finish us off.
I'm going to finish you off with Arkansas +2.5 at home against LSU.
I like that pick. I like that pick. Add that to my card. That's a classic letdown spot.
Yep.
Classic letdown spot. Okay. Good job, boys.
Good show.
See everyone. Rico, good luck with the Mets.
Good Mets.
Big one tonight. How you feeling? Prediction?
Feeling good. Severino on the bump. Feel good. We got to get to Bueller. We got to score first. We got to score early and often. And get Citi Field rocking. I think we win tonight.
Okay.
Oh,
tonight's the one we gotta have.
That place is gonna be a zoo tonight.
Zoo.
Yes.
Frank's going. It's gonna be a zoo.
Oh, Frank's going. Look at that. He's going. He can never say that he didn't go to a playoff game again.
No, he basically hits you with hey, I'd really like to go to a game. If I don't, I'll probably kill myself.
Yeah, he did that to me for 3 years straight.
So, can I go? It's yeah.
All right. See you, boys.
All right.
See ya.